I have never felt so much anxiety about setting up a wedding cake, probably in the last 4 or 5 years, as I did for this wedding cake today. And that is because of the whole of it. It was a very big wedding cake. It was a 10, 8, 6, 4-inch wedding cake, which in itself, with the height of my sponges, is quite a big wedding cake. But it also had a floating tier, which was an additional 6 inches added to that height. Then, when we went to set it up, it also sat on one of the prop options stiletto stands, which, if you know what these stands are, they are basically 2 round discs with a very thin pole in the middle, which I trust them profusely. But this cake was so heavy, and with the movement and the height and the narrowness, my gosh, I was having heart palpitations setting up. I didn't put the top tier on this cake until really close to when the couple were arriving back to the venue, because I was so worried about it not staying up. And it's quite an irrational fear, because if your cake is completely level, it is central, the downward force on the stand would be the downward force on the part that is the thinnest. So it would be absolutely fine unless someone were to push it over. But even still, it didn't matter. When I was adding the ribbon to this cake, when I was adding the wafer paper flowers, it was wobbling and moving. There's always a bit of movement in the floating tier already anyway, which is already a little bit scary when it's a really tall cake like this. But do you know what? Although it was stressful, this is genuinely one of my favorite cakes that I've ever made. And I know I say that every time. But there are elements on this that are just me. So we've got hand painting, architectural lines, wafer paper florals, really elegant bas relief florals, creating a very molded floral vibe, and bring it all together and you get the most beautiful and, my lord, show-stopping cake I have ever seen. And I have to say, the couple arrived back from their ceremony. I very rarely get to see the couple see their cake. And what is even more rare than seeing my couples see their cake is me crying. When the bride came in and burst out into tears over her cake, because she was very happy about it because her horses were on there, one of which has unfortunately passed away, I was hiding in the corner watching and I was welling up. This is the beautiful cake. Let me know what you think. I'm now going to go and have a lie down after a 24-hour shift. Thank you, bye.